The scariest team in the NBA right now ain't Denver. It's not OKC. It's definitely not Boston. It's the team that just added a two-time Finals MVP, has a 23-year-old all-star leading all 5 major stats, and sat top 4 in defense not long ago. Yeah, the Houston Rockets are about to be terrifying. Oh my goodness. Spike from behind. After a blockbuster trade for Kevin Durant, Houston's making noise. They're trying to follow OKC's path, stack young talent, then cash in when it counts. Bringing in Durant widens the window right away. Sure, he's 36, but still elite, a win-now killer who fits the timeline just enough. Houston still got room to pivot around its young core, Alperen Sengun and Amen Thompson. They've got promise, vets who know their roles, and a stash of picks waiting. And the man running it all, a coach who refuses to let his team get soft off one good stretch. To be fair, that surge was real. Quick rewind. 2021, 17 wins. 2022, 20. 2023, 22. That's barely progress in an 82-game grind. So they reset. Brought in Ime Udoka. No nonsense, defensive-minded, and all about accountability. He flipped teams fast before, and he did it again. 41 wins in year 1. Not luck, culture shift, proof of concept. Now the season's still young, and the Rockets are showing that wasn't a fluke. They stumbled early, a couple winnable games slipped, but Udoka wasn't having it. Bad habits started peaking, lazy rotations, quick shots. He stopped it cold, old school fix, film, defense, discipline. They locked in, stacked wins, and got back to that gritty, hungry identity. Then came an early blow. Jabari Smith Jr. hurt his hand, and Amen Thompson stepped up. Next man up mentality, and he built a legit DPOY case. Consistency still the hurdle. A few rough nights in the stretch reminded them how cold the league is, but when they close strong, they look like a top-tier West squad again. That elite defense carried, and even with the season still young, they're proving they belong. It's a new energy in Houston, and the rest of the league can feel it brewing. The loss to Golden State wasn't just bad luck. It exposed what Houston still needed. Their offense got stuck too often, and when defenses went zone, they froze. But that playoff run, that was the growing pain every contender needs. For a young group, that taste of postseason battle changes everything. Udoka said it himself. Progress is nice, but it's not enough. We always want more, he said. Selfish, greedy, whatever you call it. The goal is to be better every time out. And Houston didn't just talk that talk, they proved it with what came next. First move, keep the foundation solid. General Manager Raphael Stone and owner Patrick Fertitta made sure to lock in the core. Udoka got a long-term extension. Veterans Fred VanVleet and Steven Adams re-signed fast. Role guys like Aaron Holiday, Jeff Green, and Jae'Sean Tate all back in the mix. Even Jabari Smith Jr., a coach favorite, got his new deal. But then came the real shakeup. When the chance to land another star hit the table, Houston didn't blink. They pounced, and the entire league stopped to look. This wasn't some mid-level move. It was the biggest trade in NBA history. Kevin Durant to Houston in a deal involving 7 teams and 13 players. Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, and a haul of assets went out, but the Rockets came out with a future Hall of Famer. And as if that wasn't enough, they even brought back Clint Capella, the rim running big from the Harden D'Antoni days. He joined Sengun and Adams, forming one of the league's nastiest front courts. Sure, the Capella deal made financial sense, but make no mistake, this was always about Durant. Last season, KD still averaged 26 plus a night on elite efficiency, and he's got more than 30,000 career points, a 4-time scoring champ, 2-time Finals MVP, one of the coldest scorers to ever touch the floor. Udoka said he knows exactly what Durant brings. He's a competitor, he fits what we're building here, and he's right. Durant adds that championship DNA Houston was missing. He raises their ceiling and their expectations. Stone kept it simple. He's Kevin Durant. He's just really good. Still efficient, still deadly, still a guy who shifts an entire defense the second he crosses half court. That's what Houston was buying, a proven closer who can finish what the young guns start. And now, with the season still young, you can already see the shift. The Rockets aren't playing like a team hoping to be good. They look like a team expecting to win. The Durant deal cost Houston a couple starters and draft capital, but it was the loudest message they could send. The Rockets are done waiting. They're here to compete for real. And the front office doubled down right after. First hours of free agency, they snatched up Dorian Finney-Smith on a 4-year, $53 million deal. That added another strong defender, a reliable corner shooter, and they took him straight from a rival in the West. A 52-win team landing Durant without gutting its depth, that's already a win. Add Finney-Smith and Capella on team-friendly deals, and suddenly Houston's rotation is one of the deepest in basketball. They've gone from patient rebuild to all-in contender in record time, and Udoka's got the pieces to play any style he wants. But what really matters is how these moves fix the problems we saw in the playoffs. Start with Durant. Even when Phoenix was a mess last year, they still finished top 10 in half-court offense, and that was mostly because of KD. Per cleaning the glass, the Suns were over 6 points better per 100 possessions when Durant was on the floor. His teams always shoot better, move cleaner, and execute sharper when he's out there. It's been that way everywhere he's played. On paper, it's a perfect fit, a smooth, elite scorer surrounded by high motor athletes and a crafty post playmaker in Şengün. But that means adjustments. Durant's been the alpha everywhere he's gone. His usage rate's in the top tier every year. So yeah, that means fewer touches for Şengün, Van Vliet, and Thompson. But the trade-off, massive. The Warriors strangled Houston with zone defense in that playoff series, so improving spacing and zone offense became priority number one. Now you'll see KD used as a screener, popping into open space while big setback screens to free him. Van Vliet, one of the league's best guard screeners, can flip matchups and force switches. And instead of post-ups for Şengün, those switches will free Durant for clean jumpers. Then there's Finney-Smith. He lit up Houston when he was in LA, knocking down 12 of 23s in their late matchups. Everywhere he goes, his teams see a net positive swing. Brooklyn, LA, now Houston. He's the glue piece that spaces the floor and locks up wings. Last season, he hit nearly 40% from deep and over 42% from the corners. That kind of shooting opens everything. Suddenly, those long half-court possessions turn into fast, clean looks. A team that sat bottom 10 in half-court offense now has two legit 40% shooters, one of them being a top 10 scorer in NBA history. The Rockets coaching staff wanted an offensive leap, and now they've got the tools to make it happen. Houston's lineup flexibility now is crazy. Udoka can go big, small, or defensive heavy whenever he wants. Şengün and Adams can bully the paint, Capella can protect the rim, and Durant gives them that automatic mid-range option when plays break down. And that's before you even talk about their homegrown core. Şengün's coming off an all-star level season, and now with more spacing, he's got room to cook. Amen Thompson, a two-way menace who's learning how to pace the game better every week. His athleticism and defense already make him a nightmare to guard. Then you add in Adams and Capella together. That's easily one of the strongest rebounding duos in the league. They'll crush teams on the glass, and when Udoka wants to go fast, he can sub in switchable wings like Finney-Smith and Tari Eason. But the scary part, this roster's so deep that the player who might be their biggest X factor barely got minutes last season. Reed Shepherd, the 21-year-old guard they grabbed with the third pick, could be the hidden gem of the bunch. He spent a lot of last year bouncing between the bench and the G League, but every time he got minutes, he flashed what makes him special. Late in the year, against the Lakers and Clippers, both fighting for playoff spots, Shepherd dropped 34 points, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds over 2 games, while shooting 10 for 18 from deep. That kind of confidence for a rookie, rare. He only finished the season at 33% from 3, but that doesn't tell the story. His role was inconsistent, his rhythm never locked in. When Udoka finally gave him the green light, he showed exactly what he can be. Just look at Summer League. He hit 6 threes in one game against the Clippers, most of them heavily contested, dropped 28 points, grabbed 8 boards, 4 assists, and 4 steals. He even added 3 blocks in 33 minutes. The Rockets weren't just watching his stat line, they were testing his leadership. During timeouts, they pulled him into huddles. In practice, they had him break down sets and inbound plays. They wanted to see if he could command an offense. If that's a preview of what's coming this year, his shooting and IQ will fit perfectly next to the Rocket stars. And defensively, he won't be exposed. not on a team that already locks down at an elite level. That's what makes Houston so dangerous right now. Every lineup has two-way potential. They can run, grind, or go half court, and they've got size, depth, and scoring everywhere. And don't forget, this defense was already elite before the new pieces showed up. Last year, they finished top 5 in defensive rating. Now they've added more physicality, better rim protection, and switchability all over the floor. Just imagine a lineup with Amen Thompson, Tari Eason, Dorian Finney-Smith, Jabari Smith Jr., and Kevin Durant. That's wingspan everywhere, and it gives Udoka the freedom to throw any defensive scheme he wants. Houston can trap, switch, or wall off the paint like prime Boston, and now they can match up with any style, big or small, without losing their identity. This isn't a rebuild anymore. The Rockets are all in on winning while developing at the same time. They've built something rare, a young, hungry roster with veteran structure and real direction. A lot of people compare them to OKC, and yeah, both teams grew through the draft, kept their core tight, and now sit near the top of the West. But Houston's timeline might actually be faster. They've got the same youth, but more veteran stability and a coach who's been to the finals. And with the season still young, the Rockets already look like a team that belongs in that top tier. They're not sneaking up on anybody this time. They expect to be there, and the rest of the league better catch up quick. Think the Rockets truly have what it takes to take over the West this year? Drop your thoughts below. We'll be following their journey all season long, so make sure you're subscribed, turn on notifications, and don't miss a single breakdown.